Hello, my dear children. I hope you all are safe and sound at your home by the grace of God. Today, we will be learning the new concept about theorem on equal ratios. Theorem on equal ratios. If A upon B is equal to C upon D, then A upon B is equal to A plus C upon B plus D is equal to C plus D. This property is called as theorem of equal ratios. Now let's see how to prove this. So the proof is here. Let A upon B is equal to C upon D is equal to K. K is constant over here. Therefore, when you cross multiply, just consider A upon B that is equal to K. So if you need the value of A, B will multiply with K. So we get A is equal to BK. And if you need, when we consider C upon D and you need the value of C, so we will consider C upon D is equal to K, and D goes and gets multiplied over there, so we get C is equal to DK. So the value of A is BK and the value of C is DK. Now we will be substituting that A as BK and C as DK over here. That is A plus C and B upon B plus D. So instead of A we can write as BK, and instead of C we can write DK. That is BK plus DK upon B plus D. Now here K is common, so we will take K as out, common as out. So what remains is K into B plus D upon B plus D. B plus D and B plus D gets cancelled. What remains is K. So we have proved that A upon B is equal to C upon D is equal to A plus C upon B plus D. We know that A upon B is equal to AL upon BL. If A upon B is equal to C upon D is equal to K, then AL upon BL is equal to CM upon DM is equal to AL plus CM upon BL plus DM, that is equal to K. If A upon B is equal to C upon D is equal to E upon F till infinite terms, and if L, M, N are non-zero numbers, then each ratio, that is AL plus CM plus EN plus infinite terms upon BL plus DM plus FN plus infinite terms is the general form of the above theorem, that is theorem of equal ratios. Use your brain power. Children, this is there on your textbook, page 71. In a certain gymnasium, there are 35 girls and 42 boys in the kids section, 30 girls and 36 boys in the children section, and 20 girls and 24 boys in the teens section. What is the ratio of the number of boys to the number of girls in every section? For physical exercise, for all three groups gathered on the ground, now what is the ratio of the numbers of boys to the number of girls? From the above answers of the above questions, did you verify the theorem of equal ratios? Now let us solve it. The first part of the question, that is the ratio of number of boys to number of girls. Kids section is equal to 42 is to 35, that is 42 divided by 35, we get 6 is to 5. Let us give that equation 1. Second part, children section is equal to 36 is to 30, that is 36 divided by 30, by reducing we get 6 is to 5. Let us give equation 2. Lastly, kids teen section is equal to 24 is to 20, that is equal to 24 upon 20. Again when we reduce we get 6 is to 5. Let us give that equation 3. Here you can see children 6 is to 5, 6 is to 5 and 6 is to 5 in kids section, children section and teen section. Everywhere you can see the ratio constant. Therefore, the ratio of the number of boys to number of girls in each group is same, that is constant, that is 6 is to 5. Now, total number of boys is equal to 42, 36 and 24. We will be adding them. So, 42 plus 36 plus 24 is equal to 102. Similarly, total number of girls is equal to 35 plus 36 plus 20. So, 35 plus 30 plus 20 is equal to 85. Therefore, the ratio of number of boys to number of girls is equal to 102 is to 185. That will be giving us 6 is to 5. But how we get 17 into 6 upon 17 into 5? 17 gets cancelled. So what remains is 6 is to 5. So here also we are getting, give it as equation 4. So here also we are getting constant. So from equation 1, 2, 3, 4 we verify the theorem of equal ratios. Let us start with practice set 4.4. Question number 1. Fill in the blanks of the following. So we need to fill in the blanks by solving the sums. Okay, but before starting with the explanation, I just need you to remind that in this question number 3, the major question 3, sub question 3, 4, 5 are omitted from the syllabus. Okay, let's start. Number 1. X upon 7 is equal to y upon 3 is equal to 3x plus 5y upon dash is equal to 7x minus 9y upon dash. So by using theorem on equal ratios, we get 7x upon 7 is equal to y upon 3 is equal to 3x plus 3 plus 5y upon, instead of x we will be substituting 7 and instead of y we will be substituting 3. So 3 into 7 plus 5 into 3. So we get 3x plus 5y upon 21 plus 15. That will give us 3x plus 5y upon 36. The first part is done. Now let's see the second part of the sum. So x upon 7 is equal to y upon 3. That is equal to 7x minus 9y. Instead of x we will be substituting 7 and instead of y we will be substituting 3. So 7 into 7 minus 9 into 3 by using theorem on equal ratios. So 7x is minus 9 upon 7 sevens are 49, 9 threes are 27. 49 minus 27. That will give us 7x minus 9 upon 22. Final answer. Therefore, 7 upon x minus 7 upon x upon 7 is equal to y upon 3 is equal to 3x plus 5y upon 36 is equal to 7x minus 9y is equal to 22. Next question of question 1. A upon 3 is equal to B upon 4 is equal to C upon 7 is equal to A minus 2B plus 3C upon blank is equal to blank upon 6 minus 8 plus 14. Now, instead of A we will be using 3, instead of B we will be substituting 4 and instead of C we will be substituting 7. So, let's start by using theorem on equal ratios. That is equal to A minus 2B plus 3C. That will give us upon 3 minus 2 plus 3 minus 2 into 4 plus 3 into 7. That is our A is 3 minus, as it is 2, instead of B we are substituting 4 and 3C is written, so instead of 7C we are writing 7. So we get A minus 2B plus 3C upon 3 as it is minus as it is 2 fours are 8 plus as it is 3 sevens are 21. By solving this, that is 3 minus 8 plus 21, we will get 16. That will give us the whole fraction as a minus 2b plus 3c upon 16. Now the next blank we will be solving. A upon 3 is equal to b upon 4 is equal to c upon 7. Substituting the values, 2a minus 2b plus 2c. We get 2 into 3 minus 2 into 4 plus 2 into 7 by using theorem on equal ratios. So 2a minus 2b plus 2c, we get 6 minus 8 plus 14. So our blank we have splitted here, 6 is there, we have splitted as 2 3s are 6 and 8 we have splitted as 2 into 4 and 14 we have splitted as 2 into 7. Because our A is 3, B is 4 and C is 7, and we need to multiply with such a number that we get 6, 8 and 14. So 2 was the number to get multiplied. So our final answer is A upon 3 is equal to B upon 4 is equal to C upon 7 is equal to a minus 2b plus 3c upon 16 is equal to 2a minus 2b plus 2c upon 6 minus 8 plus 14. Question number 2. 5m minus n is equal to 3m plus 4n. Find the values of the following expression. These are the two sub-questions. Let us solve. First one, the question was m square plus n square upon m square minus n square. Now in the question it is given as 5m minus n is equal to 3m plus 4n, that is given. Now let us solve this equation. Now we will be taking the like terms together. So when 3m comes to the LHS side, it gets subtracted, and when n comes to the RHS side, so it gets added up. So let's solve it. 5m minus 3m is equal to 4n plus n. So 5 minus 3 will give us 2 and m is the common variable is equal to 4 minus, here nothing is there, so obviously 1, 4 4 plus 1 n, 4 plus 1, that will give us 5 and n as common. So what we get here, 2m is equal to 5n. Now we need the value of m and n. So our m upon n is equal to 5 upon 2. Now in the question it is given as m square and n square. So we are squaring both sides. That is m upon n the whole square is equal to 5 upon 2 the whole square. So we get 5m square. Square of m is m square and square of n is n square is equal to square of 5 is 25 and square of 2 is 4. So by using componendo dividendo, we get m square plus n square upon m square minus n square is equal to 25 plus 4 upon 25 minus 4. Solving this, we get 29 upon 21. Final answer, m square plus n square is upon m square minus n square is equal to 29 is to 21. Next question, the question was 3m plus 4n upon 3m minus 4n. So our m and n are m upon n is equal to 5 upon 2, multiplying both sides by 3 upon 4 as it is in the question. So m upon n into 3 upon 4 is equal to 5 upon 2 into 3 upon 4. We get 3 into m as 3m, n into 4 as 4n. 5 threes are 15, 2 fours are 8. Now by using componendo dividendo, we get 3m plus 4n upon 3m minus 4n is equal to 15 plus 8 upon 15 minus 8. Solving this, we get 23 upon 7. Final answer, 3m plus 4n upon 3m minus 4n is equal to 23:7.